everyone. Hey friends. It's Lisa. Video number 5. Let's do this. This video is a little bit late this month because I should have filmed it last weekend. Well, I guess it's not late this month. It's late into the next month. I should have filmed it last weekend, but with a 3-day weekend over Memorial Day here in the States, like the last thing I wanted to do was step away from my stitching and like sit down and do a video. So I was like, I'll do it next time. Plus I wanted to work a little bit on a project so I could show you guys more more progress. So it's okay. We're late. No big deal. But let's see what I've been up to this month. How have you guys been? Have you been doing, I mean, obviously the Maniacs did a ton of stuff. I've been watching all your projects. Like, that's awesome. Maybe I'll sign myself up for that next year. I need to kind of get some stuff under control here before I do that. And I'm not a person who loves like tons of whips at a time, so it gives me a little anxiety just thinking about it, but we'll see. So May was an awesome month. I went to Disney World. For those of you who watched my last video, you might remember. It was so awesome. I have only been to Disney World one other time. It was when I was 13 years old, in between 7th and 8th grade years, and it was awesome then. And like going back, it was even better, I think, because I had more of an awareness of everything, and I knew so much more about it. Like, I took a lot more in, and as my sister and I and my brother-in-law said throughout the whole trip, attention to detail. That's what they've got there. Attention to detail. They're amazing. But it was a great trip. My nieces had a blast. Well, I don't know that Lila knew what was happening. She's 1.5, so she did okay. She did not like Mickey Mouse or Minnie or any of the characters that were in costumes, but she loved like the princesses, the people who looked like people. She was cool with them. And then Sophia was she's 4, and she was just like awesome. Sophia kind of marches to the beat of her own drummer a little bit. She has a lot of the stubbornness that my sister has. And so I was a little nervous about how she was going to do waiting in lines and all that kind of stuff, but she was awesome. And it was just so, she loves her Auntie Lisa, and I love her more than she'll ever know. And I love Lila too, obviously. I love them both. But we had a great trip. And I found one cross-stitch thing that I wanted to, that was my goal, to find something that I could pick up kind of in commemoration and know, like, I always got that when I went with the girls. So I'll show you that later in a little bit of haul. But let's start with stitching. So I had a whole month where or a whole week, I should say, where I just didn't do anything, and that was the week that I was out of town. And I thought about bringing something on the plane and working on something while I was there, and I'm glad I didn't because we had no time, and it was fine. So when I got back home, I kind of got back into my groove. So let's start with my stitch along. So Clouds Factory and Frosty Pumpkin. I'll do Clouds Factory first. Because the Clouds Factory one comes out earlier in the day, and I think in the beginning of the year it came out a couple days before the other one. I always start with that one first, usually, and then I do Frosted Pumpkin. So we went to New Delhi this month, which I'm sure all of you have seen. But there's my guy with the Taj Mahal and the little tut-tut. I think those are what they're called. Stitched up pretty fast, like a day and a half, so it was cute. I have a lot of, where I live, there's a very strong Indian American population, and a lot of Indians who've immigrated over from India, and I treat a lot of them, and I'm kind of have a fascination with India, and I ask them lots of questions, and I'm very interested by the culture, and actually I had Indian food for dinner a couple nights ago, so I feel like this was like an homage to them. I'd love to get over there and see the Taj Mahal someday. That'd be awesome. Again, this is the Clouds Factory. I did it on their kit. So it's the rosewood 32 count linen, casual linen, I think 32 count is, from Picture This Plus, with their threads that they provided. I've made a decision. If I do their stitch along next year, which I probably will, I'm kitting up the threads myself. These are not DMC, and I just feel like the quality of them is just not as good, in my opinion, and I just feel like they're real fuzzy, and it looks fine when I look at it, but sometimes the blacks and things just look super, super fuzzy. But so next year I'll kit it up myself. And then my needle minder is Maleficent. No reason, I just like Maleficent. And that is from Nifty Needle Nannies on Facebook. So, and of course, I did the second frame. Oops, sorry. I did the next frame, so I'm all set to go for Giza, which I'm super pumped about. I'm obsessed with Egypt. My aunt and uncle and my cousins, they lived there when we were in 2nd grade because my uncle was in the Air Force. I always want to go. I wish things weren't as tumultuous over there so that I could go, because that's like bucket list, like #1. Like everyone asks, like, if you could go one place in the world on vacation, where would it? Hands down, Egypt. I'm obsessed with the pyramids and the Sphinx and all the history, and I'm not a history person. I'm going to throw that out there. In school, history was not my, I mean, I did fine. I was a good student, but I did not enjoy history. I do not enjoy history. One of the few areas of history that I enjoy learning about, and I feel like one of the few areas of history that I actually retained knowledge of from school, is Egypt. So part of me thinks it's because maybe I lived there in a past life. So, but that's another story for another day. But we're all set to go for Giza. I'm probably going to start this up next weekend. So that's that. Oh, FYI, part of my nails, they're super gross. I haven't had them done in a while. And my hair is like out of control. It's not an optical illusion. This side is supposed to be longer than this side. It's like asymmetrical. As it's been growing out, it's like super obvious and it's asymmetrical. Can you believe it? In December, my hair was up to here. My hair grows really fast. So eat lots of protein and a well-balanced diet, and that will help make your hair grow, because hair is made up of protein. So there's that. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Should I get it cut or should I let it grow? When I think I'm going to let it grow. I like to let it grow really long, and then I cut off like 9-10 inches, and then I send it away for wigs to be made for cancer patients. I've done that like twice now, so we'll see. Kind of feeling a long, I like it long right now though. So, all right, so the next up was Frosted Pumpkin. Let's go on an adventure, or the Pumpkin Passport, which I believe it's called. And so we went to Greece. Greece is another place, again, because that's the type of history I'm obsessed with, like I'd like to go to. So that's my guy. I like his donkey. Sorry, I've got to figure out, like, I need to just practice, like, showing things up, because I'm so dumb with it. Donkey, buildings, definitely looks like coastal Greece. Stitched up really fast. Because I got a late start and I missed a week, usually I work on, like, one of the pieces of the border, but I didn't do that this month because I just wanted to get to stitching some other things. So, in June, obviously it's June right now, I'm probably gonna work on the top teal border, and then I won't start the bottom pink border, which is the one up there, until the July block is in, so that I can kind of not have to count like a crazy person. And then my needle minder is the one from the Frosted Pumpkin Passport. So again, I bought the kit for that too. I don't know. I think maybe next year, we'll see. I don't know if I want to try different fabrics than what they're kitted for. I haven't decided, but I did really like the way the Frosted Pumpkin kit came. It was all very well packaged, and just with like skeins of DMC, and the pack of needles was a nice surprise. I didn't know it was going to come with that. So, and that's the only type of needles I buy now. So I liked that. All right, so I worked on 3 whips this month, and I started something new. Well, I had 2 starts. I worked on 2 whips, and one of my starts I finished. So it was that kind of a month. So the first whip, and I had started this at the beginning of my last video, or my last video was Crowns of the Kingdom by Rosewood Manor. And it's all done in 4 colors of petite treasure braid, a copper, a black, a silver, and a gold. And it's just little crown motifs. So sometimes they go pretty fast. I started in the middle with the crown and then the flower border. So that took a little bit of time. And I worked on a few more little motifs, and then I kind of put it down and started something else. So, well, actually I put it down, and then I went to Disney World, and then I picked something up when I came back. So here's where we are. I have it all folded up. The piece of fabric is much bigger than this. I'm just doing this on a 32 count. Yeah, a 32 count white Lugana with the petite treasure braid. My LNS had it all in a little kit. So I got the big part done. I got, oh, see, it's so annoying. Sorry, guys. I got this little like black like crown, which to me looks like a crown like a guy would wear. And then this other little silver one over here. So, and then my needle minder is from Nifty Needle Nannies. So, little Celtic cross. I liked it because it's gold. So it's fun. I think what I have to start doing with this is I can see from looking through, I have to be cautious about how much I'm carrying thread, like making sure I clip my threads appropriately. Otherwise the black is probably going to show through some. And then I have to probably not like cut such long lengths of thread because it frays like on the tail that's left on your needle, which is hard for me because I like to work in like long lengths of thread. I don't like to do little ones. I just feel like I'd rather stitch longer amounts of time, especially something like that where you're stitching one color for a long time versus having to do lots of different, lots of rethreading of my needle and recutting of thread and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Whip number 2 was the Little Mermaid from Donut Stitch. There you guys go. Ariel and Eric. I think Ariel was my favorite princess that we got to meet in Disney World. Her grotto was so cool, and it was just really cool. I thought it was pretty, and the ride was really fun. So I'm kind of on a bit of a Little Mermaid kick right now. I'm like obsessed with all things like ocean. Between that and Nemo, the Nemo show at Animal Kingdom was super fun too. And it's been so long since I watched Finding Nemo that I kind of forgot the story. So that helped me kind of watch that. So, the last time you saw it, I had kind of a couple bubbles done and the last little bit of Ariel. So what I did this time, I worked on a lot of 3808 and I did all the waves and just got those done. And then I started filling in some of the colors for the water. So this is boat right here. So this will be some different browns and oranges and yellows. And then this will all be the different shades of blue. And so that's going to be probably the next chunk that hopefully I'll get. I might pick this up for another week. Ooh, sorry, phone. I might pick this up for like the end of June and work on it for a week after I get my stitch alongs done. So I can maybe try to finish up that little chunk of everything. I think I should be able to do that in like a week or 2 weeks. And then it's on to the top of the picture. So it'd probably be about like a third of the way done at that point. So, and then Ariel, my needle minders from Nifty Needle Nannies. That's where I got a lot of them. You guys, I ordered a ridiculous amount of needle minders this weekend. I don't need them. I don't really need them, but, well, I kind of need them, because right now I have 7 whips. Yeah, I think I have 7 whips and 3 finishes. Yeah, so I have 7 whips, so I'm going to keep needing needle minders, and I have a couple bigger projects coming up that are going to require multiple ones, so we'll see. All right, and then my last whip that I worked on this month is probably what I was most excited for, because I started my first Mirabilia pattern, guys. This is my first one ever! So I did Stargazer was my first start, and I kind of mentioned that this was going to be my first start in a couple videos ago, and I kind of explained my reasoning why, you know. Pretty much just the fact that she had very little skin, and I'm going to try to do the skin 1/1, so that was my main reasoning. But obviously we probably have all seen her. That's what she looks like, looking up at the pretty stars. And so I started this maybe 2 weeks ago and kind of put it down and stopped working on it, and then started working on it again. But this is where I'm at so far. So I'm doing this on Storm from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I did a 20, sorry, it's loose because I don't have the tension up right now. When you have the Millennium frame, you're supposed to, as most of you probably know, you just you can keep your work on it, but you unscrew it just so it's not stretching the fabric all the time. This is Storm by 28 count, whatever, Belfast, Cashel, whatever, which one it is. 28 count linen from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. So I started pretty much in the middle. So I started, and then I worked on like her bows and her like ribbons that come off of her dress and like this bottom part of her coat and like the bustle. So what I'm going to try to do today is I'm trying to finish these 2 pieces here, and then I'll keep working on her, I think, and get into more of the blues of her skirt. But I wanted to pick a fabric that was like stormy and gloomy, kind of like a night sky or a storm. So I guess we could almost call her Storm Watcher, which for this time of year in Illinois is very appropriate because right now it's a beautiful day, but you never know like when storms are going to come. And then my needle minder is from Minding My Minders. It is, it says Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock, which is from The Big Bang Theory. It's how they play Rochambeau or Rock, Paper, Scissors, whatever you want to call it. And I know some people pick their needle minders with a purpose, so I guess I tried to do that. And so I picked it because The Big Bang Theory guys like space and they like stars, so I figured it was cute. So, but I'm loving her. I'm loving this. It's fun. Once I got into like this chunk here, it went a lot faster because there's actually a lot of color changes in here, so it was just a little bit slower. But I'm going to keep working on her today and probably for the rest of the week, and then over the weekend I'll switch to my stitch alongs, and then I might pull out Little Mermaid again. Oh, I have to do the Nutcracker too that I'm doing for my sisters. I didn't do the Nutcracker last month. So I need to do those. But yeah, so what I was thinking would be fun is, since this is my first Mira, I was thinking that we could start, I'd love for you guys to comment below and tell me what your first Mira was. Or if you haven't started a Mira yet, which Mira you want to start. So I was thinking either comment below, or we could like post on, if you have pictures of them, you can post them on Instagram, like hashtag my first Mira. I'm going to put my Instagram information down in the space below. Also, I'll put my Snapchat, so if you want to see me fun snaps, you know, because I'm old and I probably shouldn't be doing it, but I have FOMO and I don't want to miss out on other people snapping. You can find that down there below. But yeah, and then we can just kind of all see like what everyone's first Miras are. And then I was also thinking that in honor of my first Mira, which I feel like is a big, like doing your first Mirabilia, I think is like a big stepping point in the world of cross stitch. So I was thinking about doing a giveaway for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to comment below with what either your first Mira was or what you'd like it to be, okay? And then from those comments, I will just use the random number generator and just generate somebody. And then what I'll do for you is I'll just DM you, let me know like what Mirabilia pattern you currently want from 123 Stitch, and I'll get it and I'll send it to you. So I think that that would be fun. I've never done a giveaway before, so, but I have, you know, like over 500 subscribers now, and you guys have all been so awesome and lovely and been watching my videos, so I want to say thank you for that. So my first Mira giveaway. I know other people do giveaways. I'm going to ask that number 1, you're a subscriber. Number 2, you're over 18. And then I'm going to keep this open, I think, for 2 weeks. So you have to comment by, you know, we'll keep it open for 3 weeks because by then it'll be about time for me to do my next video. So you need to leave your comment by Saturday, July 25th, by midnight. So 11:59 before it turns into Sunday the 26th. And like I said, it has to be a Mirabilia that is available through 123 Stitch, because I'm not going to buy you guys like the $105 Lady of Liberty off of eBay or anything like that. But that would, I think that'd be fun. And it's just a way of saying thank you guys for being so supportive and so awesome and so inspiring with all of the different things that you're stitching and you're putting up there. So yeah, giveaway. Woo! All right. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs chewing. They're chewing bones underneath the table. Ruby's like right here at my side. She just kind of came down the stairs, so you might have heard her feet on the floor. But let's do some haul, shall we? Oh wait, sorry. One more. So I told you I had a start and a finish. So last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, Sunday night, I didn't stitch as much over Memorial Day weekend as I thought I was going to. I took advantage of a 20% off coupon at Joann's, and see, spoilers, come on, Lisa. I bought the rest of the floss that I was missing to have a full kit of DMC, and even though I wrote it all down when I needed, I still am missing like 7 that I just was dumb and forgot about. But I bought that, so I spent like a whole day bobbinating, just because I couldn't stare at the pile of floss. I just wanted to get it done. So I did that, and then I just got a little, like, bored with her ribbons on Stargazer, so I started it, like, it's so dumb. Like, I barely started it, and then I was already bored with it. But I'm over that now. I've moved past that point. But I think it was just everybody else had so many starts for Stitch Mania. I was like, I want to do something else. I want to do something fun and quick. So I did my first Mill Hill kit. I started it on Sunday? Or did I start on Monday? Sunday or Monday, one of the two. And then I finished it on, I started on Sunday. Started it Sunday night late, and I finished it, all the beading and everything, on Wednesday night. I haven't FFO'd it yet, but I did cut it out. Let me just peel. Sorry, I was just petting my dog, and then I touched this, and now there's dog hair on it, like an idiot. That was stupid. My dogs are shedding like crazy because of the weather change. So there's just like dog hair everywhere. But okay, so please, I cut it out. Please, like, I haven't, there's still like some threads that are kind of going to poke through because I haven't like glued any of the backing done. But I did put the string on. So I did the berry ornament from Mirabilia. So this is my first time beading. My first time, there you guys can see the beads. My first time doing perforated paper, anything like that. Perforated paper was different than I thought it was going to be. It's, at least the one that came with the kit, it was almost like plasticky a little bit. So it had, like, I was thinking it'd be a lot more fragile, but you know, there were a couple of times I really had to like manipulate that, especially when I was doing the beading, like to get the beads in or to get my needle through in places. I really kind of had to like bend it and move it, but it was super pliable and it didn't like put any permanent creases or anything in like that. So yeah, so all done. I love it. I want to get all the rest. This is the Jewel series or something like that. I lost the little front page of it, so sorry about that. But I want to get all of them done. And sorry about that. There you go. Less glare on that metal holly piece. I want to do all of them now, so I can have like a whole collection of this series. I have a couple other little Mill Hill kits I bought and a whole bunch in my wish list on 123 Stitch. But I thought it's stitched, obviously it's stitched up really fast. I did it in like a couple days. Beading was not hard at all. Except I kept like, I used Tacky Bob and I'd like put, and like that stuff's really sticky. And so I'd put my needle in and like, there were a couple like ones that like I shot up at myself because like they didn't want to come up. So like, and that needle's so pliable. It was like a little like, I can't think of that word, but you know, where you like flick things. Not boomerang, that's dumb, come on. Whatever. So, but I finished it and it was really cute. So I'm going to get some felt from Joann's to kind of back everything and kind of glue down all the little extra threads that are peeking that you can kind of see from me cutting it. But I loved it and I have it finished. So that's finished number 3 for this year. But, so, alright guys. 2 more things. I'm going to go do some haul now. So if you're not a big haul person, you can turn this off, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And then after my haul, I've got like 4, like I mentioned in my last video, I'm going to try to like give you guys like little like things I'm obsessed with or like really into right now. So I have 4 little things there that I'm going to go over at the very end that aren't really Stitchy related, but are just kind of fun stuff. So, first two things, I ordered project bags from So Much to Love on Etsy. I will link her Etsy shop down below. So I got one that was on sale and one just regular price. And these are the just regular sized ones. I think they go for 34 a piece maybe. It's not the extra big ones. These are the ones I think that are designed to fit like an 8x8 Q-snap. So I got cute little swimming mermaids. Oops, there you go. And it has this cute little tag. And when you open it with the zipper, it's got some, so 3 different color fabrics. It's got different fabric on the inside. Super well made, super sturdy, stable, substantial. I'm really excited to put some projects in these. I think I have my eye on several others, and I'm going to kind of invest in a whole bunch of those. So, but it's super cute. And then I also, this one I got on sale. She had some patterns that were on sale. So it's just a bunch of little gnomes, same size, fun inside, just really cute coordinating fabrics. I have a slight obsession with gnomes. I actually keep a gnome, like you're supposed to put it in your garden, but I don't trust people not to steal it. So I keep him in the corner of my dining room, and he just protects the house. That was a birthday present a couple years ago from my sister and brother-in-law. I don't have a name for him or anything. He just kind of sits hidden in the corner and just watches over everything, you know, because I'm weird like that. But, so I got those. They came quicker than I anticipated. I was, you know, expecting, I think, like a 2 to 3 week turnaround. They came much faster than that. They actually got delivered last weekend. I was home all day Saturday last weekend, like an idiot. And, like, the post office, like, when they leave packages at my place, like, they don't even really ring the doorbell. They just leave them there. And so, like, I go to let my dogs out at, like, midnight. It's been raining. And then I see that I've got 2 packages. I was like, oh, man, I wasn't even expecting those. I didn't even know they got dropped off. So, but I was happy that they came. I also placed an order from 123 Stitch. And mainly, most of the stuff that I got on my order was just general, like, stuff I needed. I got the tacky bob, I got bobbins, beading needles, regular needles. I got some invisible thread for kneading, or for beading. So just general things that I needed. Nothing super fancy there. But the one thing I did get, which I'm really excited about, is I got another Mirabilia. So remember, you know, a couple of videos ago where I was like, I don't know, they're not really my style. Yeah, well, I started looking at more of them and seeing more of them done online and like on Pinterest and stuff, and I fell in love with another one, and it's a mermaid. But it's a mermaid that has like the most beads in the whole world, but she doesn't have a lot of skin. So that's the trade-off. So I got South Seas Mermaid. This is Mirabilia number 92. There you go. Sorry if it's not focusing super well. But it says, she lives in the warm seas of the south and watches over her precious aquatic garden. Her tail shimmers in the reflective light of her coral castles. When she plays in the azure water, you may catch a glimpse of her pearly veil. So I also got the crinic that goes with it. I didn't buy the beads yet because the beads were going to be pricey. She requires 2 skeins of 59.82, which is the green, and then 1 skein of 35.14, and this is the very fine number 4 braid. So I got those, and then eventually I will get the beads. But she requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 different types of beads. And of those 11, 2 of them require 3 packages of the beads. So I don't know who I'm kidding. Like I'm going to be able to do this. I mean, I will, but lots and lots of beading. But she's just so pretty, and I don't really think the picture on her, this picture does her justice. Like, if you Google image search her, and I mean, like, who am I? Like, I'm, like, reinventing the wheel here. You guys all know Miras, and you're probably much more versed in them than I am. But if you look on, like, Google image searcher, like, they're so pretty. So pretty. So, I checked my mailbox today, and I'm pretty excited because I got 2 I ordered 2 pieces of fabric from Picture This Plus that I'm thinking I want to use for her. So, sorry. I'm going to do the whole floss toss. Look at me throwing around these words like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do floss toss and see which one I like the best. So the first one I got, they're both 18 by 27 inch. So what is that, a fat quarter? Yeah. Belt, 32 count Belfast. So this first one is Jade. And it's just a really cool green color. Not tons of, it's just one single color. It's just different shades of it. So it's not like different shades of things. But she has so many beads and so many colors. I didn't want something that had lots of different colors. And then the other one I got was the same 32 count Belfast, 18 by 27, so a fat quarter. And this is Lock. And in person, this is a lot more turquoise than what it's showing up, which is fine. And this other one shows up a lot more like a lighter, brighter green than it's showing up. So I don't have any white things here to put up against it, but you guys can go online and look at them if you care that much. What's funny, though, is these are technically the same cut and size of fabric, but, like, there we go, end to end here. But look at the... I might end up, by default, having to use the green if there's not enough room on this blue one. So, I don't know. I haven't, like, measured it yet. Maybe that is 18 inches for the blue one, and the other one's just overcut. I don't know. I'm not worried, though. I have some other fabric coming. I ordered a piece of fabric from Silk Weavers potentially for my Mirabilia Tree of Hope. Like me, like, I don't do Mirabilias, but I'm going to try and get all of them up that I possibly could. So yeah, there's that. I also joined the Silk Weaver Fabric of the Month Club because I feel like it's so hard to gauge what the colors look like online for some of these things that I really wanted just to start building a stash. So I'm going to try theirs because I like that I can get, like some months I can get, like I joined their rotation. So some months you get like Lugana or like even weave. Some months you get linen. Some months you get opalescence. And some months you get like, they have so many different colors, like they have different ones. So we'll see how that goes. I felt like it was pretty affordable though. So I signed up for that. And then I also got my most recent, Crinkles Fabric of the Month from Under the Sea Fabrics. And who knows, maybe this will actually end up working better for South Seas Mermaid once I actually look at it. But this is Naiad. It's a 32 count linen. I've decided, so I'm doing Stargazer on 28 count because somebody recommended it on Facebook because they said if you do the 32 count, some of the beads are so big or a little on the bigger side and they don't really fit in really well. But I think I'm going to like the 32 count a little bit better just because I tend to like smaller squares. I don't really like real big squares. So this is Naiad. Obviously, you guys have seen a lot of people do this. It's got a little bit more green, like turquoisey green than what's showing up, but you know, no big deal. And then the dark blues, but very pretty, very aquatic. I've been enjoying, this is my second fabric of the month. My second month doing it, and I'm enjoying it. So there's that. And then three more things I got. Okay, so I got another Mill Hill kit I stopped at my L&S because I was working over there on the weekend, and I just stopped by just to see kind of what they had and what they had in stock. So I got this Mill Hill kit, Tropical Santas, because I just think it's fun. My dad likes to call himself Beach Greg ever since we got our little beach cottage, so I like to do fun little like beachy things for him. And then there's also like a Christmas Island Santa and a Tahiti Santa. I might just get all of them. But my goal is to try to do enough ornaments this year that I can give one to every member of my immediate family. So my mom, my dad, 2 sisters, brother-in-law, and 2 nieces. So 6? Yeah. No, 7. Yeah, 7. So that was one. And again, the first one I did, it happened in like a weekend, so I could definitely do that. And then I also got another pattern, and this was thanks to Tracy P. when she did her those like marathon videos when she went through all of her haul, or not all of her haul, all of her stash. She showed this one. It's Dutch Beast by Ink Circles, and it's supposed to be like kind of like a mockery on like old Dutch samples or samplers. And I thought it was pretty cute. Just fun little weird motifs. I'm not much of a sampler person, but I can do it. I think I like the idea of a sampler and irony. I really love Ink Circles stuff. I've decided, like, I have a couple of their other patterns. I have Bee's Knees, which that might get started this year. So much for like my first video, which was my plans for January, because I'm just getting all sorts of other stuff. I'm just starting it, and I don't even care. Like, I'll still mostly start all that stuff in that video, but now I'm just like, there's so much other stuff I want to do. But what are you going to do? And then I want to get, obviously, I'm obsessed, and we've all seen people who do, like, the Cirque du Cercle, or Cirque du Coeur, or Cirque de Cajo. Sorry, French. I'm getting sassy here with my French accent. 6 years, that'll do it for you. Like, they do them all in beads, and that's so pretty. So someday, you know, when I'm 97 in the home, still cross-stitching, and I will be 97 because there's longevity in my family, and so I've got to really take care of things here. I'll get to doing that one, so we'll see. And then the last stitchy-related haul I got was my cross-stitch from Disney World. So I went to the Art of Disney. I went to the one on Disney Springs, and I went to the one on Main Street Magic Kingdom. Main Street Magic Kingdom didn't have any cross-stitch stuff, which was fine. Disney Springs had a wee little bit. So what I did is, obviously I've seen lots of other people do charts, and there's the Thomas Kincaid ones and things like that. But I got one that's actually from the Art of Disney, and it's Tinkerbell with smelling flowers. And I got this one because I thought the flowers were really pretty, and it was like Disney-ish, but not like crazy Disney-ish. And what was nice about it was I feel like I hadn't seen this one before, and that was my goal, was to try to get something that I hadn't seen online or hadn't seen in any other stores. So I got that. It's the kit. This floss looks good in the kit. The fabric is an 18 count or 14 count Aida, so I'm for sure not going to do it on that. Like, I'm not a fabric snob, but I am a fabric snob a little bit when it comes to 14 count Aida. Like, I don't like it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm already thinking there's very little of this that is not full coverage, but depending on how things go with my fabric that I bought for South Seas Mermaid, if I don't use that light green one, I think the light green one would be really good in this, because this is like a seafoam green Aida. So we'll see. I'm not going to start it anytime soon, but I just wanted to make, that was like the one thing I wanted to get. I had like 3 things on my list of like for sure ornaments I wanted to get when I was at Disney World. Cross-stitch kit, coffee mug, Christmas ornament. I got the Christmas ornament. I actually got 2 ornaments. Yeah, 2 ornaments, 1 coffee mug. I don't even drink coffee, but I just wanted to have the mug. And then I got the kit. What else did I get? Oh, I got from Epcot, because, you know, I had a couple cocktails going around the world in Epcot. It was a rainy day. I got, like, my family, like, name and crest, an explanation of the history of our name, which was, I've always wanted one of those, so I figured might as well get it from Disney World. And then I got I got ears, which, hold on a sec. I got my cute little ears. So I couldn't just go basic and fancy, or basic, simple ones. I had to go with like cute little fancy ones. But yeah, I wore these when I was at the Magic Kingdom, so they were fun. Felt like a little like saloon, I guess like a saloon girl or something. That's kind of what it looks like to me. I don't know. Saloon mini, we'll call that. And then I also got bath bombs from the Basin store at the Grand Floridian because another YouTuber I watch had she vlogged her video or her trip to Disney World, and she stayed at the Grand Floridian, and they had the bath bombs and they were a really good price. I got like, you could fill a tube I think for like $20. But here's the thing, guys, I don't take baths. Like, why? But like I feel like I want to try taking baths with bath bombs, but I don't get the allure of it. I also have like a bunch of Lush bath bombs. Just they've been I bought them a couple months ago. They've just been sitting on my dining room floor in their bag. Actually, they usually sit up on here, but I take them away for the video because I don't want my dogs to eat them. But like, I don't take baths. Why am I buying this stuff? But like everybody, it just seems so cool. So I feel like I have to try it. Oh, so obnoxious. Okay, let's wrap this up. We're at 40 minutes. Okay. So that's all my stitching related stuff. Let me give you my 4 things that I'm super into right now that I think are amazing and fun and that everybody needs in their life. So first of all, I got a planner. So I got a planner from a company on Etsy. I've got it before. I'm not a big planner person. I'm just gonna lay that out there. I don't do the whole like stickers, things like that. The most exciting I get is colored pencils and like a binder clip to keep my mark. But this is specifically a meal planner. When I am trying to eat healthy and eat better and drop a couple lbs, meal planning is the way that it works best for me. So this planner is from Plum Paper Designs, and they're on Etsy. This is my second one I've got, and I got one last year. You can choose whatever cover you want. It comes with a clear protective piece here, and then they've actually changed the material that their regular cover is in, and it's supposed to be more waterproof, less prone to creasing, and just more sturdy and tear resistant. And it feels really, really good. And it feels like it's going to be like that. And then the back is also the same pattern. They have a million patterns on their website you can choose. They'll do custom colors, things like that. And then inside the meal planner, you have all your monthly tabs, which are more, this year I've noticed they're much brighter in color than they were in last year's planner. I also got extra tabs. I got a fitness section, which was an add-on, a notes section, which was an add-on, a to-do section, to-do list section, and a checklist section. So those were all add-ons. And then there's also, in the back, there's little pieces with pockets if you want to put some things in there. But it's really awesome. Comes with like calendars in the front. There's like they added on the back of each of the dividers, there's a spot for like 3 goals, any birthdays, important events, things to remember, just things to write down here. So my goal for June is to meal plan for the entire month and then to have 1 cross stitch finish, which I already did, but that was kind of cheating because I knew I was going to finish it when I filled out my goals. But what are you going to do? And then it's got a notes section. Sorry, I'm trying to do this without blinding you. And then it has like month. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this for cross stitch too. So to keep track of what I work on what days, I'm going to fill in what I work on each day of the month. And then let me show you like a piece that I haven't done. So the monthly meal planner section, you can divide it into a couple different ways. I did morning, afternoon, and evening, and then versus the hourly one. It gives you a little grocery list on the side, notes you want to add, and then it's just more days on the back. But I highly recommend it. As far as some of you guys probably know who are really into planning, planners can be very expensive. And some of them are kind of hard to come by, like the Erin Condrens and things like that. This one, Plum Paper Designs, really affordable, very good quality, I feel like. And I feel like I've seen a vast improvement in the quality from last year to this year. What's also nice, because it's on Etsy, you can buy it and have them start at whatever month that you want. And again, that came very quickly. I think I ordered, it probably came within 2 weeks. So it came really quick. And then I have I keep my colored pencils in a little pencil case that I bought on Etsy, which actually matches it really well unintentionally. But I'll link both of those down below, so if you want to, you can kind of look at that. But just a really good way to kind of, you know, manage your daily meals, not even for the purpose of like losing weight, but just for the purpose of like your sanity and like knowing what you're going to do and not being like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, so let me just pick up something random or have to go to the grocery store. Okay. Next thing I'm obsessed with. I have an addiction to high-end water bottles. Don't ask me why. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water at work. I always have a water bottle because I'm on my feet a lot all day. And hands down, my favorite water bottle company is called Swell Bottles. There you go. This is a cool one. This is like iridescent. Is it iridescent? Yeah, it's like color changes. These are, I'm going to lay it out here. They're a little pricey. I think the cheap, you can get them at Target now, and they're not, I don't think, quite as expensive, but if you get them from their website, there's 3 different sizes, and I think the price breakdown is like $25, $35, and then this one is $32 or $42. This is the most expensive. I got this for my birthday from my sister, but this is the best water bottle you will ever have, and I'm not being paid to say this. I tell this to everybody at work, because everybody always at work comments on my water bottles. I have 4 of them. I have 2 in the big size and 2 in the next size down. So this is a 25-ounce size. The next size down is 17 ounces. Let me tell you why. Okay, first of all, it is double insulated stainless steel. So there's absolutely no condensation. Like, and I'm obsessive about condensations. Ask my friends, I make them use coasters all over my house. No condensation. But because it is double-walled stainless steel, this, if you put ice in this, it will keep your ice cold. And this is still from yesterday, so I haven't put ice in it. It will keep the ice cold for 24 hours plus. Like, I swear to God, I put ice in the beginning of my workday. I'll leave it at work overnight. I will get there the next morning. It will still have ice cubes in it. And I'm not lying. It keeps it so cold. It's amazing. Now, they also say that if you would put hot beverages in here, it'll last for 12 hours, be warm for 20 or 12 hours. I have never tried that. I've only put cold things in here, so I cannot testify to that. But I can testify. It keeps it. And it doesn't just keep it like, oh, it's kind of cold. It keeps it like, wow, this just came out of the refrigerator cold. Like, it's amazing. The cap, it's a screw off, but it has like a little like seal here. So almost like vacuum seals things. So if you have like, what's it called? Like carbonation, it seals it all in. So, swellbottle.com. I'm going to link it down below. They're amazing. If you like water bottles, you will need this in your life. Plus, they come in lots of fun colors, patterns. Oh, last thing too, they fit in cup holders in cars. So even this biggest size fits in my cup holder in my car. I have a Toyota RAV4. Oh, and the last thing, they claim that this size will hold an entire bottle of wine. I've never tried that. I'm looking. I've got my wine right below me. I don't see how it could, but they say that it can. So it's pretty impressive. Last thing, little life tip. Okay, last weekend was Memorial Day. It's the unofficial, unofficial start of summer here in the States. And my favorite summertime drink, and God, should I use a coaster because there's got condensation on my table. I love lemonade, and then I take frozen strawberries and I just drop them in. Couple things. The frozen strawberries are frozen, so they act as ice cubes. But then as they warm to the temperature of the lemonade, they release their juices, and you have the most delicious strawberry lemonade you will ever imagine. Now, sorry, Blaine, I'll move my finger over the Coors Light logo so you can't see that. I use Simply Lemonade because it's my favorite brand, and then just regular like grocery store brand frozen strawberries. But it's my summertime drink. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Probably be good if you threw a little vodka in there, but never tried that quite yet. But it's super amazing. Just a little recommendation. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little life things you need in your life by Lisa, which I'm going to try to do a little bit because I feel like I've got a lot of good stuff that people need to have. But also of the stitching stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, comment below with what your first mirror was, and I'll have you entered into the giveaway and be a subscriber. By June 25th at midnight is the last day that's going to be open. And then take a picture, post it on Instagram, hashtag my first Mira, and we will see what they all look like. Thank you for watching. This was a long one. This was my longest video yet, guys. Man, I'm like Stash Queen and like Jessie Marie territory over here with the length. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for bearing with me, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye!